Hello, everyone.
What up, people?
To PopNerdom.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited. I shaved. I made the mistake of half shaving my beard, like try to fix it. And I was trying to fix my beard, but I'm really bad at fixing my beard. So what happens is that I always have to shave it off. Every single time. So now I look like an old man. I have never looked more like an old man than right now. But that's fine. Because guess what? We had so much shit this week. We're gonna jump right into it.
Yeah, right into it.
We got Falcon Winter Soldier.
Falcon Winter Soldier.
We got Invincible.
And
we got Godzilla versus Kong.
Yes.
So I think let's start with Godzilla versus Kong.
Because that's gonna be the quickest, yeah.
It's going to be the quickest, and we can get over it real quick. Like, look, I heard a lot of hate for this movie.
Mad hate. Way too much hate. It was not this. Way too much, yo.
And I will say this, because I saw them all leading into this one in the last few days. I can say that Godzilla versus Kong did not have the same level of seriousness that, say, Kong Skull Island had.
That's what it's...
Or the first Godzilla had. But what it does have is more of a monster movie feeling than any of those other movies before it. Even Godzilla, King of All Monsters. Because what they tried to do in all those three previous movies was tell you a human story and then a monster in there. Right?
Yes, very, very human-centered.
Driven,
yes.
Right. And what they didn't do in this movie was give a fuck about the humans. And why should you? It's called Godzilla versus fucking Kong. You know what I need? I need Godzilla, checked. I need Kong, check. And I need Mega Godzilla. Check.
The
Mega Godzilla, the mecha that killed all fucking Godzillas in the world. That motherfucker came out. What was it? How was it that you said it?
Bro, like Floyd, dog. He just, like, I ain't never seen some shit like that, dog. Dropping shoulders, just smashing through. Like, yo, he was like a mixture of Floyd, because he ain't get hit, you know what I'm saying? And Hulk Hogan, dog. Like,
yo, legit. Like, this motherfucker came out like, you want to fight?
Why are there so many tall buildings? Just targets, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
I always, the biggest problem that I had with these movies, at first I was like, why is there always so many years between these movies? And I guess it's years to build up. But having lived through September 11th and living in the New York area, it took like 30 years for them to rebuild the building.
Yeah.
It's not true. But it took like 15.
It took a minute. It was.
Yeah.
Like, Hong Kong is no longer. Like, those people got to go somewhere. They got to go mainland China, or they got to go somewhere. Like, Hong Kong is gone.
Done. But in the same vein, if you don't know, guys, if you're new to the channel, or if you don't, like, if you're not a long time fan, the only thing Hansel and I actually argue about is baseball, because unfortunately Hansel is a Red Sox fan.
Sox, baby,
and
Nation.
So you can't fault. I mean, you have to love people with their faults, and Hansel is a great guy, but he's not perfect. I'm sorry. Had he loved the Yankees, he would have been a perfect man. But we all have faults. And I was rewatching King of All Monsters, and I have forgotten that the last battle takes place inside of the Green Monster.
Yeah,
because monsters, and they fucking annihilate Boston. And I couldn't be happier. It was one of the happiest things I've seen. Not that they destroyed Boston because people and all that, but that they destroyed the park. I was like, shit.
They skip over that.
Yeah, Godzilla. Keep fucking throwing fire, Godzilla.
Let it
burn. So, all of that is to say, they jump positions because it makes sense that things wouldn't be back to normal so quickly, and they take so many years to make movies, I suppose, to give people a chance to be like, well, they haven't really rebuilt Boston. but they're on their way to rebuilding it because it's only been 4 years or whatever. What this movie didn't have was a lot of that. It didn't have a lot of care for physics or logic. Or
there was tunnels going through everything. It was, all kinds of,
It was ridiculousness, and guess what? I loved every fucking minute of it because that's what you need from a fucking monster movie.
Yes, sir.
I don't need real science.
At all.
What I need is them fucking punching each other. Let's go. And the fact that Godzilla won, my son, for life.
Laid him down.
Let's go. I mean, I understand. I'm a fan of Kong as well, but I'm a big fucking Godzilla fan. Let's go, Godzilla.
But then it's like Godzilla beat him, but he beat Mecha.
Nah, what happened was he was tired from beating Kong. Like it's like you beat him so hard that you tire yourself. Like he beat him so hard, Kong's ancestors.
But he made light work of Kong, light work of him,
Yeah. I think that you're right because I mean they what they say the excuse that they use, which again is a fucking monster movie, whatever, is that they spill alcohol on the computer inside of the room.
Yeah, and that's what
that gives Mecha. So he made him weaker in that moment, but he had already beaten Godzilla so bad.
Let me tell you something. I'd rather that than that little boy figure out the password.
Yeah.
That right there to me would have been unacceptable. Honestly,
yeah, like the little kids were funny.
Yeah, they were kids in the middle of some real shit happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if he would have figured out the password, that shit would fuck me up. That would fuck me up.
Yeah, the guy with the podcast was even funnier.
Yeah, he's great, bro. You should watch Atlanta, bro. He's on Atlanta. He's
Yeah. He's dope. He's dope. And so amongst all the hate for Godzilla versus Kong, I would
a lot of hate. And I feel like they fought enough.
Yeah.
Like
I don't see what the problem was. I would argue that this is the most monster movie we've gotten, aside probably from King of All Monsters. But even then, like King of All Monsters was just like, again, too much focus on the humans.
Not enough
there
on
were all
the
these
monsters
going around. Right. So like
forget what they're going through. We understand. We see the monsters, but let's watch the monsters.
Yeah, like that's what I want to see. I don't care, bro. And then, the first Godzilla I don't even want to talk about because that movie had like 6 minutes of Godzilla.
Yeah.
Where you could see him. Yeah, like fuck that movie. But anyways, if you're wondering if you want to watch it, watch it. Because it's
and also let us know what y'all think.
Please put it down if you watched it. Let us know. It's fun. It's a fun movie. It's a fucking giant monster fighting movie. It's Pacific Rim. It's at that level.
Yeah.
There's no real science. There's no reasoning. There's just fucking.
It's just the world we live in, and we got stuff to maneuver around.
Right, and that's it. So let's move on to the better shit. A little bit of Falcon Winter Soldier. So,
episode 3. Halfway through.
Episode 3. Exactly. We're in the middle point and they're showing you.
Yes.
Let's get Zemo. Big spoilers, by the way. Let's get Zemo. Let's get going.
Yup. Let's get some information. You know what I mean?
Let's move this fucking plot. Let's go. Show me the new Captain America, sort of showing his colors. And you can understand that he's holding back, but also he is really feeling like he deserves some sort of respect because he has the uniform on. And
solely because he has the uniform.
And having Bucky say, "Get the shield back, I'll take it," was one of the most fun things to watch so far because really, it's what I wanted to hear. I don't know if but I wanted to hear that. I wanted to hear Bucky saying, "I'll be the next Captain America," because I think, I mean, if Sam is not gonna be it, because Sam is who Steve Rogers picked, Bucky should be it.
I think it should just. I think it should just die.
So you're with Sam. Let's just burn the fucking.
Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? There doesn't have to be a Captain America. There can, there can be somebody else who.
But I mean, you can't do that because he's too much of a symbol.
What
they're trying.
And that's the thing. That is just a symbol. But look at their symbol. Their symbol is hollow right now. So you're just gonna put any schmuck in there? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. Yeah, you're right. But I think that's the point. That I think that's why Steve chose Sam, because Sam is not hollow.
Nah, not at all, bro. He's you know what I mean? And they spend a lot of time together too. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, he trusted him, but he also had a lot of time. He had 90 years, whatever, how many years, 100 years to think about it. So, I mean, it was like 80 years, really.
But still,
but still, it was a long time to think about it.
Like 80 is 80, bro. What you mean? It ain't 100, but it's 80. You know what I mean?
So if he made his choice, he thought of something that made sense to him about it. So I can understand. We talked about Sam and the idea that Sam doesn't want to be Black Captain America, or the idea that Sam doesn't want to fill in those shoes because he doesn't think he has to, or because he doesn't want to, because he feels they're shoes that shouldn't be filled by anybody.
That's how I feel.
Himself.
Like, it's not like that he don't think he's worthy. Is that he's like, yo, like, I can have just as much impact as he did being me, learning
Falcon, rather than
what he taught me. You understand what I'm saying? And expanding on that. You know what I mean? Instead of having to be Captain America. You know, like having to go under that moniker.
And I feel that, man, this t-shirt keeps riding up on my gigantic filled gut. So I'm trying to make it. I'm doing the Picard maneuver now.
Stay. Good shirt. Good shirt.
Patrick Stewart, when he was Captain Picard, they had a thing on the show that those uniforms couldn't wrinkle because they were supposed to be perfect.
Yeah.
But because it was the 80s, they couldn't do that. So every time Patrick Stewart sits, he does this thing where he pulls on the shirt. and in the actors used to call that the Picard maneuver, which in the show is another thing. Like, the Picard maneuver is an in-universe thing where he did something with a ship, but the actors called it as a joke, like the Picard maneuver. And I keep doing it. I keep doing the Picard maneuver now every time I move. But look, this episode had a lot of shit. Number one, let's go by down the line of the episode. The first thing that happened that I fucking lost my shit on was Bucky letting Baron Zemo out.
Bro,
I
love the way it went through it.
Mad.
You know what I'm saying? I love the way it went through it, yo. Like, I love the fact that it was just while it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Well, boop, 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 boop. Where are we? Boom, he walks in. I was like, yo, that is how you utilize screen time, bro. Like, damn, that was efficient. Bro. That was efficient, bro. Like, that, they made all of that whole reconnecting, that whole can we really trust him? They made all of that seamless. There was no deciding. It was already decided.
No, it was decided. And but I was mad because I was like, bro, this motherfucker is too smart. He's too well thought out. You know what I'm saying? You don't let him loose.
Bro, that boy's pulling strings, yo. I'm telling you.
Yo, he's the one above everybody else.
He's the power broker,
why would he kill the scientist? Why would he kill the scientist right away?
And you saw how she reframed certain information but said a lot. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it's like if me, you, and somebody else in a room, and I'm trying to tell you this, I saw this person kill somebody, but not tell you directly. Like, nah, sometimes you just be around, dangerous people.
Yeah, you know, I think that I think that my my problem is Zemo is not trustworthy.
Not even not trust. He's not trustworthy. He's conniving. He's too smart for his own. He's too calm. You know what I'm saying? Like he just be too calm. And then he was just too
dangerous.
Yeah, and then just too willing to help. It's just
He's
he was too
dangerous,
much
dude.
of two. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah, man. You know, in rewatching all of the Marvel movies, I have to say that he ended up being my favorite villain. Always, like I always felt like, hey, this guy, he has a real. He turned out to be a better movie villain in that he has good reasons and he doesn't think he's being bad.
yeah, no.
Like,
no.
that's
He
the
did-
kind-
that's the best part.
Yeah,
He's convinced. He's
like, he
"No,
doesn't
I
think
mean,
he's doing anything wrong. He just thinks y'all fucked everybody over. Y'all need to be stopped. And here's how I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna pin you against each other this whole time. He's too fucking smart. And so they let him loose. They figure some information mighty quick. The thing that we been talking about.
And it's crazy. He's like cutting. I feel like he's cutting loose ends right in front of their faces, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just. Yeah. Continue. He's doing a great job, yo.
But you're absolutely right. The lady in China that gets killed, the scientist gets killed.
Everything,
what I'm saying?
everybody. He brings them to them, and then they go. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah. How convenient.
how come? That's what I'm saying. So it's either the bad guys know exactly where we're going, or you know what I mean? Like, don't don't tell nobody.
So, it was great to see. What's her name again?
Sarah, was it?
Sarah Susan, the niece of Agent Carter.
Of Agent Carter, yes. Whooping. Yo, she got it shaking. Yo, they did such a good job because I was actually worried. I'm like, yo, she could only take so much. I'm like, oh my God, yo, nobody's gonna come out and help her. I'm like, oh my God, those guys are still there. It was so good. Yo, it was good.
Yo.
And
again, they did a good thing when they do a thing like, oh yeah, no, she's kicking ass, but she's not immortal.
Exactly. Se está cansando. You see, it's decreasing. That was the thing. They built that tension that, yo, she could only do this for so long. Yo, when Bucky threw that pipe through old girl's shoulder, yo, my pacemaker, I felt it there, bro. That he hit exactly where my pacemaker's at, bro. I felt it right there. I said, ah! I said, I know she wished she would have skipped work today, dog. Like, I should have stayed home, yo. Like, look, can you imagine that, dog?
Like a fucking shrimp, bro.
Yo, can you imagine being skewered like that? Think about that shit real second, yo. Wow.
No, I don't want to.
You know? Yo, like.
Stop. No. I don't want it.
That's me.
I don't want it.
The ever so softest.
So, look, they yes, we're kind of skipping all over the place. So they free Baron Zemo. The first place they go up is to China to go talk to a lady that it was the first place that got into motion the whole thing about getting super soldier serum restarted. Mm-hmm. Then they fall into the scientists. They find the scientists. They kill the lady, like we said. That gets all three of them in trouble.
All three.
Then Sharon Carter, which I just read, is the one that kind of saves them. says I've been on the run since shit happened.
Since.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
6-7 years on the run, bro.
Dog.
Nah, thank you.
She said was and is two different things. I said I felt that.
I felt that, bro.
I felt that. That's like when my
She
brother's
was not
like,
playing.
don't worry about it, yo. Mommy beat me yesterday. I'm hurting today. ¿Qué pasa? La mía fue ahora. It's fresh.
Yo, she legit, and I love that I love that they made her. I love that they made her again. Disney's going down a path they haven't gone in before, and I love it.
Me too.
They didn't make her be like, oh, I'm a superhero.
No.
Like, nah, son, I live in a criminal land.
I'm a fugitive.
I gotta be a criminal. Yo, and I gotta make this living. And what am I gonna do?
Yo,
not live?
not
Sorry.
for nothing. Seeing her, bro, all I thought was agents for hire. No lie, I'm like, yo, y'all gotta do that, yo. That is, I feel like agents for hire is a great umbrella for just normal crime stuff that aren't too not big screen baddies. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
yeah.
No, oh man, but yeah, Sharon Carter, bro. Even Yvette was like, "Ooh, I like her. She whips ass." I was like, "Shit, we gotta watch." I told her we gotta watch Agent
ass.
Carter, yo. Told her it's a good shit.
Yo, yeah, for real. And you know, when we saw her in Winter Soldier, she kind of whooped ass, but not at that level.
Not at that. She's definitely been
Like,
training.
every time we've seen her,
better.
she kind of whips ass, but you know, like she doesn't. Here she was like I don't even wanna like be next to her because she might punch me.
She's been hardened. She's been hardened by the world, yo. You know what I'm saying? She's gotten tough, yo. She's gotten real tough, bro.
Yo, she tough, and it was a good show of force. Great character, incredible comeback. They go to kill to get information from the scientists. She's outside, like Hanzo said before, whooping ass. And
looking like Mecca.
And again, in a very realistic way, really like getting hurt back, but being like, nah, you punch me, but I'm gonna kill y'all. Everybody here is gonna get whooped. Like, I'm not playing here.
Tú me das, yo te doy, pero yo te doy maduro. You know what I mean? Like,
maduro. So, I have a problem with one scene, though. In this whole escape scene, Baron Zemo puts on the mask.
The sock.
And
the padded sock.
I felt...
I hate that.
I was like, all right, I want to see Baron Zemo with the mask on. But why?
But Yvette brought it up to me. Yvette was like, I was like, yo, she asked me, she was like, what was he hiding his face from the people he was beating up? Or was he hiding his face from the Avengers? But I'm like, wouldn't they know that was him? Because he does like do like a little dip and then comes back. You know, so I don't know, I don't know what the mask was for at all. But that's
I'm gonna tell you exactly what the mask was for. A stuntman. But
yeah. Very true. Yeah.
But
these are facts.
That's good from Yvette. Yo, 10 points Yvette.
Yeah.
Shout out Yvette. For pointing this out, that he might be covering himself from the people that work for him. So he can fucking murder them.
And then we'll be like, yo, that wasn't you? Like, nah.
No, that guy has a sock
for
on
real?
his face.
Look at that
Do
padded
I have a
sock.
on my face?
For real? Look at that padded sock. That's a good sock. That's a good sock.
So,
another little thing I caught. Redhead is always in a hue of purple.
Yeah.
Not exactly in purple like Baron. You know what I'm saying? But look at her. Watch
like a shade. Like a shade of purple.
Exactly. Yeah. Just watch that. I don't know what that means. I don't know. But I just found it very particular. Especially this episode, she was in that purplish hoodie this whole entire time. I'm
purple rain. So, you know, interesting, because I didn't notice that. So I'm going to have to relook at that and try to see what I catch. But what I did catch was her being overly aggressive to the point where she scared the guy that was
with
working
her.
with her.
Yeah.
When she blows up the building, my man was like...
In every group, there's that person that just, takes it extra. There's always that person.
Yeah, but she's the leader of the group, and she's the one driving all of the force, and she's the one telling everybody how we're going to do things.
And that's why I think there's another circle that the other people are not privy to. Because he almost felt like it was unnecessary. But if she's the leader, then the objective is what the leader's objective is. You understand what I'm saying?
So in that moment, more than before, like before, I felt them being like wrong-headed at driving a point and being like, no, we need this to go back because A, B, or C. But here I saw her as somebody that seems themselves as a revolutionary, but ends up being a terrorist. Mm-hmm. So there was that flip for me in this episode. Not that I thought that she was a good person before, because I don't understand why you wouldn't want people back. But
you can understand. Yeah, you can understand, but you can't understand it. You know what I'm saying? You can't understand because you're a good person. But taking yourself out of it, you're like, if you had something, if you had like a position, and then the CEO came back all of a sudden, and or something, stuff like that. Resources. Who knows?
Whatever it is.
And maybe you and the neighbor got together because both of y'all partners left. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden your partners is back.
But and that wouldn't be enough. But what if like there's more medicine now?
Yeah, exactly. Like, hunger, resources.
Better. Exactly what Thanos said.
He wasn't lying.
Half. If I'm Thanos, I will make another Earth somewhere else and take half of the people. Because there's plenty of planets. Why don't spread it?
Spread the love.
I don't know. Whatever. I have to say the episode ends with that happens. How does the episode end? I forget.
Wakanda. Shorty from Wakanda shows up.
Yes, they go to find the mom, and then my homegirl from Wakanda shows up, and I have to say I don't know who the fuck that is.
Of course not. It's just that's a good thing because we do not need always recognizable faces. Wakanda is a whole entire nation which we know little of. So if we get a different face, it's cool as long as the person's not a horrible actor or actress.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because we can't get Suri every time.
Right.
We can't get I forget her name, but from The Walking Dead, we can't get her all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, those are the only people in Wakanda. Like, no, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. Plus, the female fighting force in Wakanda is big and strong. It's big and strong. So any of them,
they're the main warriors. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
So I have to say, if I seen anybody look more than a comic book character than that woman, just from her physique, it hasn't happened anywhere. She looked like a drawing from a comic book, and I love that. Yep. So I want to find out who she is. I saw the episode this morning, like I said, before we recorded. So I've been staying away from podcasts and information so I don't get anything ruined for me. Like, like somebody says like, oh, that's supposed to be so-and-so, because there are people that pay attention to this way more than
us.
More. And they catch things that are like, who said what? And I'm happy to figure it out next episode, but I'm sure she'll be somebody to watch out for. So this episode, by the way, completely turning around the series. So the first episode, I was like, fuck this show. The second episode, I was like, all right. This episode, I was like, I'm so in.
4, 5, and 6 is gonna be
that
dope.
I'm like wiping shit out of my slate. I'm like, fuck everything else.
4, 5, 6 is gonna be fire.
Yep. And what do you think of new captain being like with Walker the Griff?
It's honestly my favorite thing about the new captain. Well, my favorite exchange with the new captain is when his Bucky Batterstar, whatever the fuck his name is, looked at him after he said something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, como que like, you know, like just like a little bit like, yeah, you know. So it's very interesting because maybe this is also going to bring out a side of this Captain America, Stephen B. Rogers,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That we haven't seen. That maybe
Right.
even his friends haven't seen, because if you're an egotistical maniac and you get power, you just don't become a better person. You know what I'm saying? You are still an egotistical maniac with power now.
And remember that in the first Captain America, one of the things that the scientist that made him said was, this doesn't just enhance your muscles. It enhances you as a person. It enhances your feelings.
Exactly. If you a hater, you a super hater. You know what I'm saying? If you a
Right.
sucker, you a super
Right.
sucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good and fantastic. I think this episode gave us so much. And by the way, speaking of shit that is paying off from before, Sam's sister calling him at the wrong fucking moment, and Sam trying to act like he's tough.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
rob that.
her being like, yeah,
Yeah.
you don't
If you the
know.
man, why to deny your ass? He said, deny? What? I don't understand that word.
And then she like, what you talking to me like that for? Dude, I was dying because I was like, it's such a high tension moment, but to
It's
have
a
the fun
real
with it,
human moment. That's what I keep saying. They let you know that they're on Earth and things are happening still while shit is happening. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's a cosmic thing, but people are still trying to go to work every day. People are still trying to get loans. People are still, you know what I'm saying, like brushing their teeth. You know
live
what I
life,
mean? Like,
live life, yeah, live life. So that shit killed me. I was on the floor laughing.
No, that was
bro.
good.
I was like, this shit is funny as fuck.
because that would
But-
definitely be me.
but,
No lie, you call me on some, bro. Why you being so weird for? Like, what the hell? That definitely, I blow up that spot. Like, what the fuck is, bruh? I don't got time for this. Like, what are you trying to say? What are you coming to White Castle?
Oh shit, that shit had me dying,
that was
bro.
good.
But
That was good.
it pays off something that from the first episode. And you know, I really picked on the first episode because I felt like he lacked energy. I felt like he lacked
But we,
drive.
after you see 2 and 3, you understand. And honestly, after seeing 2 and 3, I like 1 better because I'm like, oh, okay, y'all were trying to let me know, hey, enjoy this little slow. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna pick up. It's gonna pick up.
Yeah, and he hasn't slowed down.
No,
He's
it
just
has not.
like,
It
every
has not.
episode's
It
been
has
more
not.
crazy.
It has not, bro. But it hasn't
So-
sped up fast enough that you're like, damn, I wish they would have a little bit more of that. They balanced this episode very well. Balanced this episode
Yeah.
very well, bro.
Yeah, and the last episode too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we gave praise a lot to. We gave a lot of praise to Invincible for balancing a lot of things, and we felt that Falcon Winter Soldier didn't do that.
But it's
I
because.
think that
But remember what I told you. I'm like, yo, the fact that they threw out that 3, you know what I'm saying, gave you that beginning closure. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, yo,
yeah,
okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what's
You're
coming,
absolutely right.
but you're on. You know you're on the road. You know what I'm saying.
you're
You know
absolutely
you're on
right
the road.
because had I seen these 3 episodes of Falcon Winter Soldier,
No,
as
you
a
would have been.
bunch,
You would have been geeking. You would have been geeking.
for real.
would have been
for
geeking.
real. And I'm kind of glad that they did it. Like
Yeah, me
that.
too.
I'm
Me
kinda
too.
glad
Me
that
too.
they did
This
it.
was worth it. This was worth it. You know,
Yeah,
because I'm
man.
glad Invincible did Invincible how they did it. You know what I'm saying?
Look at you. Look at you. Whoop, choop, whoop, choop, whoop, choop.
Hey.
Y'all can see my feet, but I'm doing that. I'm stepping. Yes, Invincible. I have to say, in comparison, I like this episode less from Invincible than the first 3 that I saw.
Yeah, but the first 3 they sped you up. They gotta give you the chill out episode. You know what I'm saying? Like they reversed what Falcon and Winter Soldier.
It's exactly,
you know what I mean?
exactly the reverse. Absolutely. This episode had so much more soap opera to it,
Yes, very much true.
and a lot more funny to it, and less of the really heavy action. Which
is all right.
That's fine.
It's fine.
That's fine. They're still setting up a bunch of shit. Robot is doing shit that I don't understand why he's doing it.
Poking motherfuckers. There's a squid race with brains coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Omni-Man showing his dick.
For real.
Bro, he's showing out, bro. He's showing out. The demon guy, he's still there. The mom is on Omnias's, you know what I mean? She's on this trail, yo. I think she's playing dumb. You know, sometimes you gotta play a fool to catch a fool. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's what she's doing. And then Mark, you know, is still going through mad stuff. You know what I mean? Amber's also.
He's just trying to catch up.
Yeah, yo.
He's trying to catch up to everything that's going on.
Also, I like that there was a little bit of disdain for superheroes. Don't be seen. This is supposed to be a win for humankind. The astronaut tells his ass. You know what I mean? Hey, don't be seen. Don't stay outside. They didn't even let him sleep inside.
It's just giving validation to human beings so that we don't fear. Like we don't have to fear always being inferior to the super race that moves around the planet.
Yep.
As much as there are superheroes.
Yep.
How much can you say about yourself? If every time you look as a person, as a man or a woman, you look at what's next to you and he's lifting a car or a building.
Yeah, we're dope.
You know, like you need wins for humanity as straight up humans. It was interesting. Look, there's a bunch of things that happened in this episode that were kind of crazy. And like you mentioned, there were 4 things in a row right there that you mentioned that were huge. Number one was Omni-Man. I want to go through Omni-Man because he really, really went through a moment of, do you believe me?
Yeah.
Do you trust me?
But it was so manipulative, though, yo.
Bro, and then he's like, yo, but what about that dragon? And he was like, fuck the dragon, bro. I'm on vacation. And he's like, what? That's not a superhero. That's just a motherfucker that has superpowers.
That's me if I have powers, minus the killing. Nah. I'm going to Walmart right now. Like, I gotta handle that. I got a text. They got all the Ben and Jerry flavors. You know what I mean? I'm going there.
Yo, I understand this building's falling, but let me explain to you.
I ordered pad thai, and I like to eat mine 2 to 7 minutes after the chef is done. And I'm very particular about that shit. He crossed his legs. 6. When somebody crosses their legs, he don't care. He crossed his legs.
You don't care.
He crossed his legs. He said, let him earn his paycheck. They want to investigate me. Fuck out of here.
For real. Fuck, man. I think, how can you, his wife, I mean, I know his wife is super smart. You can tell by the way that she's acting and what she's picking up on. But in that moment, it's cemented for her, right?
Yes.
Like, that's the moment where he's like, you trust me? And she's like, yes, of course I trust you. And he's like, then fuck the world. That she has to be like, all right.
Yeah. Okay. Hold up.
And he's that arrogant. I bet you that he just feels like
nothing. Like,
all is good.
Like, what do you mean 10 people died? Only 10 people died.
Yeah. Fucking horrible. Then we have the demon is the second thing I want to go through because what the fuck was that? Why would they send them back to hell? I don't understand. Why would Graves, is that his name, Graves, the boss, like the boss man?
Cecil.
I call Cecil. Graves is from 100 Bullets, which is a completely different comic book. Why would Cecil take his time to be like, I'm going to send you back to hell? I think it's a setup.
Yeah. It's not the last. He said it. He said, And then especially that all those tabloids was like failed. I don't think he letting this one go. He not letting this one go. Even if they send him back, he'll come back.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It makes no sense to me because when Cecil has him, he says, this is a setup. And Cecil said, yes, but I told you to leave well enough alone. And you didn't. None of it makes sense to me. So I think it's just planning. I think it's bullshit.
Probably to throw him off or something like a,
Yeah, and the fact that Omni-Man went to see him first. And was like, who they gonna believe, you or me? Look at you. Mm-hmm. It's like, whoa. Where are you going here?
And he's just looking at him like, bet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I bet.
Number 3, the one part that's the most supper part of this, which is the one that I had the biggest problem with, is Mark and Eve. They need to get together, bro. Although I really liked
Amber.
his date with Amber a lot. Like, I'm like, all right. I mean, she's super. The problem is Amber is really fucking likable. She's a strong character. She has a lot of. So she's more like his mom, Mark's mom, than Eve is like, well, you don't do this with regular humans because then you have to explain all the shit.
Yup. And plus,
but
I liked how Eve was like, no, it's just not Mark stuff. It's a college and blah, blah, blah. Like, yo, she really likes dude, yo. She really likes Mark, bro. And she said not Rex stuff. Rex. It was Rex. Who I hate, honestly. Like, I know you need that cat. I don't like him, to be completely honest with you. I hate
Rex?
Yeah, and I hate that he's a little tanned. Like, honestly. Like, I hate it. Just that's just what I'm saying.
Because he gives us all a bad name.
Yeah. He closer to us than he is to them, and he's them. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I think he's Italian. If you want me to be honest, I think he's Italian, but he could be Dominican. You're right.
Rex
or Middle Eastern.
Yeah,
or something.
word up.
Yeah. And then last but not least, and out of all of these major things, I think the other thing that happened was the trip to Mars.
Yo. Which where do you think there's Martians in Mars? Like, yeah, where do you think Martian the Manhunter comes from? Jupiter.
That shit had me
that
dying.
little
Like, oh,
it'd be little things like that for me, bro. It'd be the little subs like that, because that's just some asshole shit I would say, bro. So that is, oh man, that was funny. I tell you, I was slapping my knee, bro. I was like, oh, that's a good one. He said, Jupiter.
It was so funny, his interaction with the Emperor.
Yeah.
Everything was funny about Mars. It was a whole mess, and you knew it from the get-go.
Felt the Martians. They're like, yo, it only takes one of them to get powered up, and they all got power. Nah. I was like, word. Like, word. I get it.
So, there's a mess in Mars that got left behind by Invincible, by Mark. There's a mess coming to Earth coming from Mars because of Mark. So I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be a mess no matter what. Yeah. Like, all of this is going to be bad. And that's going to pay off in a bigger way. But, you know...
Even if it doesn't pay off in a bigger way, it's dope to have something other than Omni-Man be the main focus. You understand what I'm saying? And something that's like dire also too, because yo, they coming. You know what I mean? No hay que dique.
Sure.
No hay que dique.
Dick. So, and last but not least, Robot. What the fuck is the deal with Robot?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm gonna assume he's calculating that he is superior to humanity, so he has to build something to make him a ruler. I'm assuming, but he seems to be not cold-blooded calculating. He seems to have feelings of like evil, right? So I wonder where that's gonna go. But Robot is the biggest. I mean,
Yeah, but Robot's definitely a big ass variable with that move right
yeah,
there.
yeah, and it's just that Robot is a threat. But is he a threat? Like, who knows? But and I think that's the mystery that I don't think they're paying as much attention on as shedding light on,
Yup.
because that's the mystery we're supposed to follow and be like, what is he gonna do next?
That's the sleight of
What's
hand
gonna
trick.
happen
Yep,
next?
that's the sleight of hand trick. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Martian's coming. Yeah, but Robot over here taking DNA samples and shit. He got the loser too. I'm like, oh, I was like, oh, I hope you poisoned him.
So Invincible still getting big thumbs up for me.
Same.
I
I watched.
see
I'm
too.
not even listening. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I woke up Friday. My stomach wasn't feeling good. Instead of streaming, I was like, fuck it. Rolled me a little joint. I watched Invincible like at 5:30 in the morning. No lie, yo.
Nice.
Just woke up and I said, ooh, Invincible. Download.
Is that I woke up Friday, had to work here in the house, and I took my entire lunch break, turned on my TV, made a sandwich, and put on Invincible.
Yes, sir.
And it was fantastic. It's great.
The only thing I didn't like that there wasn't 3 of them. That was all. But you know, that was about it.
There should be 3 every week,
Yo,
but forever.
but forever.
like I don't want it to be
Don't
like
stop.
a summer break night
Don't
like that.
stop. Believe it.
So good, so good. Listen, before we go,
Also,
and
tell us what
before
y'all
we
think
move
about
on-
Invincible. Are you watching?
Yeah,
What's
please,
happening?
Please,
What's up with Robot? What's up with Omni-Man? Will the wife make the hard decision? Is it Mark versus Omni-Man at the end of this season? Let us know.
I know something from the comic books. but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
say.
Don't tell me.
And I won't, because I haven't read the comic books.
You just
just
know
somebody
something
told
because
me.
somebody told you. Yeah.
And this is, I think, when I worked in the comic book shop. So this is fucking like, or it couldn't have been, but this is fucking 5 years ago or something like that. Somebody told me so. So, before we go, we're not gonna go over a bunch of news. We're not doing blitz, but I want to talk real quick about your favorite movie, comic book.
Oh, Doom Comics?
Marriage. Doom Comics, and how
They're doomed.
shit is falling by the wayside, and now, after having done all of these announcements of things they're gonna do, they're just knocking them down out of the way. I don't get it.
And then that's the shit that they're taking projects away or canceling projects that have dope ass directors on it. Like, you would want to see Ava DuVernay bring that, you know what I'm saying, vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would want to see that brought to the big screen. I guess not. I guess not.
And I guess they put a stop to Shazam 2 right now too, right?
It got yes it did, and Black Adam got pushed back again.
So what do you think this is?
What I would love for it to be is that they're like, yo, we're gonna give Snyder his other 2 movies. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's not it. So that's the thing. But is that, yo, they take a step forward and then they take 3 back. A step forward and then they take 3 back. It's like, yo, Shazam was good. Aquaman was good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and they also killed Aquaman too,
Yeah.
right? I don't understand, man.
I don't get it.
You know,
But you gave me 2 versions of the same movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Like, yo.
So this is why I don't think a Snyderverse. I don't whatever. I'm good with Snyderverse. If they make another one on HBO Max, I'll be happy. If they don't, I live the rest of my life
Tranquilo.
understanding that it doesn't matter. But you're right. Ava DuVernay doing I was gonna say Immortals, New Gods would have been
Fire.
amazing.
Fire.
And I don't understand why. I mean,
And
this
the
sounds
trench
to
movies
me,
too.
yeah. I to me this sounds like money. This sounds like maybe they're trying to move. I mean, no, that doesn't make sense. Maybe they're trying to move their product somewhere else.
Like we said, that Flash movie never coming out.
Yeah.
That Flash movie never coming out. When stuff like this happens, like
Why?
like it's just
So
his because imagine his storyline is already good jumbled. You know what I'm saying? That shit's already like,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I feel that there might be a situation where, I mean, who knows? I mean, they might be in a situation where they're losing too much money, or they lost too much money on DC movies, and they're trying to make it back by stopping a lot of shit and just being like, look, let's concentrate on one thing and rebuild from scratch. But I don't really get why stopping all of these movies makes sense. But it sounds like money to me. It just sounds like
a disappointment.
big money. Yeah. Well.
Oh,
it sounds
and
like Dune Comics.
One last thing. The Robert Pattinson's Batman is Earth 2 Batman. So that's DC's official like Earth for their alternate universe.
Hey, Earth 2 is great. I would watch all of the Earth 2 movies and skip all the other ones.
Fuck Earth 1.
I'm good. Yeah. Hey, look. That's it. I mean, let us know in the comments what you think. Please, if you know something or if you think something, let us know.
Let us know. We like to debate. We like to talk. Obviously.
Yeah, man. So I guess that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope DC has a better plan than what they've been showing.
Do better.
And I hope that it all goes through well.
DC
so,
do better. That's it.
DC doing shit, doing cheat. So as of today, Saturday, 3 episodes of Winter Soldier left. Falcon Winter Soldier left, which will be fire.
Yes.
I don't know how many episodes of Invincible left, which also will be fire.
Yes. I actually don't even want to know.
Yeah, I don't want that'd be a disappointment.
Yeah,
there's 4 left. No.
I don't need that right now.
So, thank you for hitting like and subscribe.
And
thank
telling
you for
somebody
following.
to tell somebody.
That's right. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Peace in the Middle East.
Yeah, baby.